let's get live first.
Some of these characters I've never actually seen, like Rebecca. Those even have support?
Yes, he does.
Weird, because you only get him. Don't you only control him for like 4 maps out of the game?
Well, maybe he doesn't actually.
I assume Ninian would have something. She's just there. You have her for like 80% of the game.
Well, except when you don't have her, but she does have a few.
Like I said, 80%. You don't have her for like the last 10 maps, but that's
I thought you said 40.
80%. Or like 70%, because that like, you don't get it for like, the very beginning and the very end.
Hello, as you all know, I just got COVID. So let's see how well I can do tonight. It's maybe gonna be much, but last time we went. Oh right, we didn't see the Luis and Ace Boys.
Oh yeah. I'm just curious to see what supports are available. I'm just curious.
I'm just checking. Okay, so let's do Pet Luis.
If you wish. You just get so many of them.
Yeah, interesting. So can I be Pent?
Sure.
Stay beside me, Luis. We mustn't get separated.
Yes, Lord Pent.
That is a... Oh, go ahead.
That is a dragon, isn't it?
Yes. Years ago, Lord Athos and the other legends fought.
Lord Pent?
I understand why you're trembling. It's been 1,000 years, but I think I understand why humans and dragons fought. Compared to humans, dragons are so incredibly powerful. Their mere existence must have seemed like a threat. Also, yeah. Too much of a threat for humans to bear. 1,000 years, other than Lord Athos, no one has experienced this type of combat. None of us can begin to imagine what this fight will be like.
You're right.
However, there is one certainty. Luis, I will protect you.
Lord Pent, I will protect you as well. Along with the child inside of our child.
Oh, okay. Hi, Klein.
Klein! Didn't they have more than one kid? Don't they have more than one kid?
Yes, Clarine and Klein. But Clarine is the younger girl, and given that they've not been mentioned to have one yet, I assume that this is Klein.
Yeah.
Luis, that's... Okay, nice. Okay, so let's just...
I guess she's early in her pregnancy, so, yeah.
Let's see if there's anything else that we want to see here.
I don't think she needs the rest of her.
I'm kind of curious
I mean,
to
we could...
see Hawkeye, actually.
I feel like for her, Rebecca's is probably more about like archer to archer, like her teaching Rebecca
also
things.
Rebecca's a commoner, yeah.
It's probably also just her just like getting lessons or something.
Yeah. Heath might be interesting.
I think we should do. I think we should do the. If we do Heath, we should just do what we cover Heath. Heath's all of Heath's in general.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, wait for me.
Luis, why are you out of breath?
Well, I just saw you. I just saw you from far away, and
And what is it?
I thought you could give this to Irene.
Irene mentioned this is fine, bro.
Irene is his daughter, isn't it?
Yes, his daughter.
Yeah, isn't it? It makes sense that Irene would be like a little girl right now.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I was rather taken with it.
Just checking the audio levels. Say something?
Hello, hello, testing.
Oh, whoops, FE audio is duplicated. Okay, that's better. Say something else?
Hello, hello,
There.
testing, 593.
Okay.
So I bought one for myself and one for Irene. Look, they're a matched pair.
I thank you. My daughter will be pleased.
It must be dull staying home. I would like her to have something nice. She's all alone without her father. It must be lonely. She'll return to her soon. She is still just a child.
She has friends in the village. She will be fine.
Yes, but she only has one father.
Hi, Saigon Man.
You mustn't forget that.
I will not. Interesting.
I kind of like that it's like parent to parent.
Luis, take this. I give it to you freely.
My, what a beautiful necklace. Surely this isn't something you were wearing. Is it?
It belonged to my wife.
Why are you giving this to me?
If I die in battle, give it to my daughter. If you show it to her, she will understand what has happened. There will be no need to speak.
This is a rather sad promise for me to keep.
She will succeed me as guardian. The keeper of the desert must be comfortable with solitude. The guardian must find peace in it. I know that my time draws near.
Okay.
But I have no regrets. I served my master, married a wife, and fathered a child. I was also blessed with friends, like you and Lord Pent. All that remains is to fulfill my destiny.
But return to the desert at least once first. The destiny can be fulfilled some other time. But please. See Green once more. She needs you.
That's nice.
So what happens to Hawkeye actually?
I have no clue. I know he's dead between the games, but that's all I know.
I mean, but between the games, that's like over that's like 15, 20 years.
It's 20 years, I believe.
Yeah, it's like a lot happens. A lot can happen in 20 years.
Well, he has an ending. And I know in his ending he goes and spends time with Irene, so I'm guessing he doesn't die on the battlefield, he just dies at some point.
I mean, he probably might just he might die to illness or like injury some point in the desert, considering basically like he might die early in the Burnish War.
Maybe, but I think Irene has already been,
alone, watching over like Ma. What was his name again? Like Fa?
Faye.
Faye.
Faye and, Sophia and such. Well, not Sophia, but Faye. Okay. I want to see,
I kind of want to see what, like, Vida and Nina have, like, so fucking many.
Yeah.
Or, like, let's see,
What else for Oswald?
Did we do all Priscilla's?
We got the B Priscilla.
Let's see what A Priscilla is.
Lady Priscilla. Forgive me.
Why do you apologize?
I should never have told you about your parents.
Well, they were devised at their peerage. My mother and father took their own lives.
Oh, Jed, okay. Alright.
Well, that's good to know for Raven. Wait, but Raven thinks they were murdered.
Yeah.
You only told me what I asked to hear. Lord Oswin, you are not to blame. But I want to ask my father one thing. Why did he have to steal?
My lord, Uther of Ostia, investigated the matter. He entrusted me with some details. In recent years, the Cornwall fortune had begun to decline. Marquess Cornwall, in acts of kindness, had assumed the debts of many close to him. When he could not pay his own debts, the wolves came out.
But if it was a matter of money, why couldn't...
Oh, what's that?
Why couldn't they ask my adopted family? The Carleons.
Carleons.
The Carleons.
The amount they stole was far greater than theirs. Their parents did not want to involve the daughter they had sent away. Well,
Lord Osmond, I'll be fine. There is no need to stay at my side, away from your charge.
Lord Hector gave me leave to come. I must express my regret for what our Ostia has done to House Cornwall. Marquess did commit a grave crime, but the vilest sin was the issue of the order that caused so much grief. If he had stayed alive, perhaps much calamity could have been avoided.
No matter what we say, the dead will not return. But as long as I will live, I will remember that you, at Ostia, were honest and just.
Oof, okay.
So a brief moment, just to take a step back. So before that, the timeline of events is basically Priscilla was given away to another family. Raven left, or I guess Raymond left and became Raven.
Yes.
Then basically after obtaining more debts everyone else around them, they started being hounded by debt collectors.
Yes.
So they stole from other houses, and then was investigated by the Duke, or by the
Marquess. House.
The Marquess then investigated them for basically, I guess, treachery?
Probably
Embezzlement. And then, because of that shame, it caused the Corleones to kill themselves.
No, she was House Cornwall. The Corleones are the people who adopted Priscilla, who she was sent away to.
But it's just like, I'm getting the impression, though, is that if you mix in, like, Raven's side of the story, technically it seems like they were killed, like, the investigation then caused the debt collectors to kill them?
No. Priscilla's mom and dad killed themselves when they were stripped of their peerage as a punishment for their embezzlement.
And Raymond thought they were murdered by the Duke, the Marquis, yeah. I mean, I guess technically they indirectly caused it.
Yeah. And Oswald seems to recognize that. I'd like to see the Sarah Oswald's book.
Honestly, sure. Those sorts are really cool. Actually, I really want to see Matthews because I feel like he might.
That's a good point. Let's see Matthews too.
Because he might like try to help him cope with about Lila.
I'll be honest with you, Matthew.
Sure.
I think I wasn't. No, yeah, you were Matthew before.
I was Matthew earlier anyway.
Matthew, have you seen Hector?
No, I haven't.
That man just goes where he pleases. And I told him, knights stand their ground.
Not him. Young folk these days just can't stay put. Even you were one once, right, Osmond?
Always trying to take care of things on his own.
I was only in his 30s, it's not that old.
He's only in his 30s. That one needs to learn how to think about others.
Yeah, but that's what I like about him. Things are never dull. Also, I only image Matthew's like in his 20s.
I mean, Emmett thinks that he's in his teens. I think Matthew's in his 20s.
I think he's like 22. He feels like a young. He feels like because feels like he's a few years older than Hector, but like he's not that old. He's like still kind of young.
I think he's definitely older than me, but yeah. Anyways, you got it.
Things are never old when he's around. Like Matthew, like around my age, I guess.
Like him, don't like him. This is not the time for such talk. It's your coddling him that caused this in the first place. Matthew? Hey, I wasn't done yet.
Have you just fucking left? You just ran away. You know, Osmond, I just don't get it. How long do we need to be on this quest?
What do you mean, Matthew?
You're a man of Ostia, aren't we? Our young master is risking his life for the sake of his friends. But do you think about what is best for Ostia?
I agree. But Hector's not one to change his mind once it's made. Though I am here just to keep him out of trouble. I'm sworn to serve him truly, so I shall. It is a most trying situation. What is it, Matthew?
Nothing.
So why did you come on this journey? Didn't you say that spies do not join the fray?
Yes, that's true. But if we leave him alone, who knows what would happen? He is faithful when brave at his best and a spoiled child at his worst. Let's keep an eye on him. And if we watch him, we might as well fight along his side.
You seem pleased by that, Matthew.
Well, I have long been accustomed to his presence, his behavior. But I rather thought your appraisal of him to be a bit generous of late.
That is most certainly not true. No, certainly not. Okay?
You know, I've kind of gotten the vibe of Matthew being kind of like a joyful but wistful kind of person.
No, there's a bit of a gap vibe. You know what?
Not, I don't actually,
He
unfortunately.
likes pushing buttons. He likes
He likes pushing buttons, but I feel like he's also trying to hide his own feelings.
No, that's true. Okay.
Like the Jafar thing showed, like, I think his most unhidden feelings of life. But yeah, it seems like the Master intends to see this thing of Eliwood through to the end. I may say never the Lila conversation came up in this.
And so we shall follow him and remain loyal to the end as well. We must protect him at all costs.
But what do you think about those two?
What do you mean?
Eliwood, or Marquis Ferre. Hector, brother of Marquis Ostia. Each bears the weight of a nation. How will they govern Lycia? Aren't you concerned? Aren't you curious?
Well, I believe Eliwood will make an ideal leader. He may have faults, but he has the heart of the people. Yeah, his faults include not having great growths.
Well, listen. Sometimes it's more. I mean, listen. I get. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Actually, no. Roy's growths are probably not as great. We're probably bad too.
Yeah, no. Art Eliwood was a bit cracked, but I know that's not the norm. He may have faults, but he has the heart of the people.
What of our master Hector?
Of him, I am not so sure. He would surely be unique in our history of leaders. Oh, who am I trying to be so diplomatic for?
Anyway, he is what he is. At least he has no skill for treachery, unlike Lord Uther. But he will certainly face challenges.
Perhaps that is best.
I'm sorry.
Hector may not walk the right path. The path of Eliwood may be the right one. But maybe our Hector can win people with his inventiveness. By not walking the clear path, he always forges new ones.
It's like almost saying...
That,
It's almost like saying he takes the hard mode.
He takes the hard mode.
You would say so much, Osmond? What has come over you?
I would not trust him to act without us, but I would not want to see his good qualities hindered.
I see.
But you will never tell Hector what I have just said. It is not becoming of a knight.
Yeah, I know.
I like that.
So I guess as a brief side thing, I think it's fair to say that, like, it's Uther's thing is why Ostia has a spy network that covers almost everywhere in the nation.
Yeah, Uther seems to be like a spy, like the spy master. He's the leader of the country, but he's also like a talented spy master. Heck, Oswin is actually technically a lieutenant of the spies. He doesn't do spying himself, but it is something that someone would report to.
He's the one, yeah, he's the relegator.
Well, not just the relegator, but he's the contact.
True, yeah, he's like, yeah, he's the...
Alright. I'm gonna go with Sarah now.
Alright.
Oh, funny music. Alright, I promise I'm not gonna make you do all of the female characters, but since I've already gotten myself as Oswin, can we just...
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I'd better you voice Vida then.
Yeah, I'll voice Vida.
Alright. Okay, one moment. Let me try to speak from, like, the top of my throat. Okay, let's see. Saint Elamine.
Oops, there we go.
Praise be your graces. Please ensure that no one dies in this battle. Please grant me speed to heal my allies' wounds.
Speed doesn't help you heal, unless you... I wish you could... What if you could double heal? That'd be interesting. Like, if you doubled the ally, you could heal him twice.
Or heal through enemies, so it's like you could just ignore them or something.
Interesting. I don't know how that would work, but okay.
And, what else? I want Hector to give me a lot of gold. And I want to get all the good food. I only ever have to do the fun jobs. I want a servant who does whatever I say. Everyone should worship me and give me things. And,
This is an unorthodox prayer. Does it go on much longer?
Lord Osmond? Oh, were you listening that whole time?
I have orders for you from Lord Hector. You must join the healers on the front line.
What? You're joking.
Joking?
You want me to be right to the front, where all the swords and axes and spears are. Why should I be up there?
Yeah, good point. Like, be on the front lines, but don't be the front line. The front line. Anyways, go ahead.
So you're the... No, just keep on.
You were gonna say something like that.
I was just gonna say, like, just go be... You're gonna go to the vanguard. You're not going into the front line.
Yeah. In a normal fight, you wouldn't. But this time is different. Lord Hector and Lord Eliwood are on the front line. If we, their retainers, do not help them, then what are we? Perhaps you convinced Hector to go easy on you last time? Not this time. Go to the front lines and do as you are told.
Yes, my lord.
Okay?
Okay, before we go to the next one, I will say I enjoy Emmett's thing of, like, he brought up, like, how, like, that one thing kind of recontextualizes everything about Sarah, where it's like, oh, no, I understand. She entirely just wants to... She's trying to fulfill this dream she has about herself consistently, yeah. Even though it makes her sound look like a pompous brat.
Well, yeah. Sarah.
Oh, Lord Oswin, what is it? Oh, I know. You came here to praise me.
Why would you say that?
For my efforts, because I'm trying so hard, right? I was out feeling the front lines and everything earlier. Well, she kind of was. It was all good. I was healing all our troops. Did I catch that?
I know you did. I gotta get something.
Alright.
I'm done. You saw how good. Oh, right.
And.
Quiet, child. What you did was no more than expected.
What?
It is your duty to heal those who are hurt, and any evaluation of your own success is trivial.
What does that mean?
Your words and actions are bad, Laura. I ask you as a fellow Ostian, behave yourself.
What? Has someone been saying bad things about me? It's just jealousy, I tell you.
I am the one saying these things.
Oh.
Your lack of control is harming others. From now on, exercise some discipline.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, who's being dad? Sarah.
I think Sarah needs a dad in her life.
She does. What? What's wrong? Why don't you answer? Sarah, can't you speak?
You hate me, don't you?
What are you talking about?
I want to talk to you, but all you ever do is tell me everything I'm doing wrong. You don't like anything I do, right? So...
How has it come to this? Perhaps I have been stern in the past. I always had your interests in mind.
It's fine. It's my own fault for being so foolish. It's no wonder you all hate me so.
No one hates you.
Oh.
Our soldiers are all quite taken with you, in fact. Why, even the enemy soldiers seem smitten by your charms. That's why I asked you to lay low.
I thought you hated me. But maybe you really like me? Maybe that's why you're so mean?
I did not intend to be mean.
But you do like me. Ah, what should I do? I have taken the vows of chastity.
Okay, that's an escalation. You see, this is what I was talking about.
You look old, but you're still in your 30s, right? 14 years apart, huh? Well, hey, that's not so bad.
Oh, yikes. Okay.
Sarah, calm yourself.
That means Sarah's between. I'm hoping.
Like 16, 18?
I'm hoping between. She says 30s in nebulously. I'm hoping that that's between.
I was thinking Oswald's like 32.
Yeah. I'm hoping between. No one
Like-
hates you, Sarah, so don't play her ever. Oof. Emmett really likes Sarah. He's not here to defend her, but he
I
likes
guess
her.
then she'd be like between like 17 to 21.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope that that's what they. What?
Even then, it's like,
Even then, yeah. What? Woman, what in the name of all the...
oh, Oswald, I'm so happy to know how you feel. I'm supposed to give it great consideration. Just wait for my answer.
How I feel?
Okay, I need to. So just I don't know if Sarah meant that seriously.
She was probably not serious. Okay, we've seen...
I guess the way to put it is like it now makes me understand Sarah honestly as she has basically this crippling loneliness that she basically fights off by being self-entitled.
That makes sense. I want to see Renaud and Lucius because I want to see how, like, a recently converted cleric interacts with a long-time cleric.
Oh yeah, like an actual man of the cloth or an actual like legendary bishop.
Alright, do you want me to be Lucius or do you want...
I was Lucius, you can do it all.
My goodness.
Yes?
Your face. You don't look so well. Are you hurt? Let me take a look.
No, please. I have a condition. It's a passing attack. It will soon disappear.
What is this?
I think he has bad lungs. What
What is this illness? Should you even be fighting?
My bishop told me it was a sickness of the soul.
Ah, but I just got... I see.
Oh, no, it's epilepsy, I think.
No.
I think it might actually be like some kind of genetic disease.
No, okay, so I'm gonna clarify, Duck Game. This is on a completely legitimate Game Boy Advance that has all of the supports maxed out. So we're just going through the list and doing as many supports as we choose to, which is not gonna be all of them, it's gonna be a fair few of them. We did some last night, and my other co-host is not here, Emmett, so it's just gonna be me and Axor. Yeah, no, given that you get Renaud, like, halfway through the third to last chapter fourth, technically, in the entire game, I find it baffling to imagine that you could max out his supports, especially because you can only unlock, like, what, one per character per chapter?
I mean, tell you can fit it in there.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, anyways.
It's gone much better.
Of the soul?
Yes, I offer relief to those who hurt inside, and yet I too am afflicted. I strive daily to overcome this curse. But still I am weak.
Sicknesses of the soul are the most difficult to heal. Please do not blame yourself for this. Doing so could even aggravate your condition.
Thank you. Your words have brought me some peace.
Nobody should bother doing his supports. I assume you get him too late for him to have any. Like, yeah, that's unfortunate. I do like the gameplay and story integration if he has not great magic, but because he was a former mercenary. But it also does mean that besides his fortify staff and him being durable, he's not that useful. I guess he's useful if, like, Sarah is dead and Priscilla is also dead somehow, but still. Carla isn't worth Carla.
Actually, how recently did he convert to a bishop? Because isn't bishop like a high rank thing, or was it more just like he basically was a pre-heroic kind of thing?
He is a very well-regarded bishop, like legendary. So.
Oh, so I guess he's been one for a while, but I guess it's like he was just.
Good.
I guess it's just when he class changed, it just transferred over, and I guess he just traveled around a lot.
Maybe. Heck, even Carla isn't worth. Yeah, she is not worth it. You have first off, she's not good, and secondly, if you want to get her, you gotta get Bartray up to a warrior at level 5. Fun.
Oh yeah, is it because like she shows up because like they were like they're lovers?
they become lovers. You were I think you might have missed that, but
I missed it, so I didn't miss how that
you
went.
need to bring Bartre on the fourth to last chapter, and then which is just a prep chapter, and then you bring Bartre to the arena, and he needs to have promoted and be a level 5 warrior, and then he needs to fight Carla, who is there, or talk to her, which will initiate a fight, and then they need to engage in at least one round of combat with neither of them dying, and then she will be recruited, and then they eventually have a daughter for Fire Emblem, the Fire Blade.
And then also a situation where she, I guess it explains why some of her storylines, at least one of her older brothers, like, very quick. Because it's just them sparring and being like, I will not, yeah.
Also, you only have her for 4 you have her for 1 chapter more than Clenol. And even that is like a shortened chapter. Like it's got a 5 turn limit to just stock up on stuff. Anyways, you already
It's a mess.
So, what is your name?
It is, Lucius.
You can say Lucius, I'm just being pedantic about the Latin.
I mean, I've just heard Lucy, because sure, I guess.
I mean, if you want, do whatever you want. I'm just being pedantic.
I mean, I'm used to saying it like this, okay?
That's right. Lucius, I am...
I know. You are Bishop Renal, are you not?
Oh, okay, wait, hold on, is that the end? Did I skip something? Okay,
No, it ended like that. You can skip through it.
Okay.
Did the background change?
Yes, it did. That's odd. Lucius,
Yes, Your Excellency.
you look much better. Have you recovered, son?
Yes, I took your words to heart, so to speak. Thank you.
Ah, good. And you will overcome it in no time.
How I wish that I could.
You said the blemish lies on your soul. Speak of it to me, son.
I grew up in an orphan. And I faced much grief in that place. Poverty and despair can eat one's very soul.
Give me a second. I'm taking notes.
I'm actually curious if he has an actual disease, or more just because he's a magically inclined person, so him actually having depression just actually withers away at him.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if that would be like really. There was one teacher who was particularly cruel to me. Even now. I pray that this evil man might be led away from darkness.
Let's see. And were you there from birth?
No, Your Excellency. I remember living with my mother and father. To the age of 3. Must be very vague memories.
Yes. And why did you go to the orphanage?
Our house was invaded by a thief. My father was a famous mercenary, but the man was too strong. I saw my father fall before me. I recall it sometimes even now, the eyes of the thief who killed him. Like terrible dark stones set in his hate-filled face. All I left behind was this dagger protruding from my father's chest.
Huh.
After my father's death, my mother fell ill. I was alone. He must have only been like 2 at the time that his father died.
Well, he said he would live with them until he was 3.
Okay. I guess his mother became kinda ill quickly. And a cool twist, this dagger is all I have of my father. Bishop Renal? What is it? Your face is bright red.
Excuse me.
Of course.
Interesting.
Did you just get very angry at the fact of it, or was it just like he remembers? Bishop Renal?
Hold on, I just need to answer this text. Just a sec, sorry. Okay, sorry. Lucius.
Did I do something? Something to... If I angered you? If that were so... I would truly... Please, forgive me.
Lucius, control yourself.
Yes, I am sorry.
For your affliction. Forgive me.
Bishop Bernal, why should you apologize? The scourge upon my soul, it is my own doing.
Do not speak. It will exhaust you.
Oh, sorry.
He's asleep. Forgive me, son. Those days, I only thought of myself. Trespassed against many in the singular drive, against many in my singular drive to regain the friend I lost, to satiate my own.
Oh my god, holy shit!
I even sacrificed the lives of others. Forgive me, please forgive me.
I forgive you.
You,
I forgive you.
but you cannot know the evil I wrought. I did it. I killed your father.
Even so, I feel your grief, and it feels like my own.
Lucius. Wow, okay, I wasn't expecting
Holy
it.
shit. Okay, so, to take a step back, does it kind of mean that Renal was a famous knight who taught Wallace, but eventually started becoming so greedy that he killed a child's father, and that may put him on the path to wanting to convert to redeem himself?
Maybe. They did mention something else about, and his friend, and I do know vaguely about that, but maybe it's possible.
But honestly, also Lucius's thing, honestly, I think... So, here's my weird theory. Basically, remember that one chapter where they talk about how Darkcasters basically have to, like, feed themselves into, like, the darkness of their life and the emotions to, like, control it?
Yeah, and they lose themselves, they lose their memories. And that's
I
what-
feel like Lucius, because he has actual, like, scars on his body and actual, like, traumatic depression, that because he's a magic user, it actually is affecting his health.
Interesting, that's a good point. Good idea. Also,
Like, he could, like, I would say, like, Lucius could probably learn dark magic if he understood it.
you can't in game mode. Also, rivals, PTSD, probably recognize the dagger. Yeah, I agree with that.
Ah, excuse me. You, on our side, are you not fighting with us?
Hold on.
Yep.
I suppose I am. I am Renault.
It's an honor. I am Panos. I have a question.
We don't waste much time.
Ah, yes, well, excuse my manners. But I'm on a journey to gather knowledge.
A scholar, eh?
Yes, well... For the moment, I am more like a shaman traveling to hone my skill in the ancient magic, but at heart, I am still just a scholar, as you say. I heard Bishop had been to the Dread Isle.
That's where you literally recruit him, so I would hope so.
Perhaps tell me a little about it.
You're breaking up. Say that again.
Oh, sorry, let me get the back of my seat. You could perhaps tell me a little about it. About the creatures to be found there. About the ones of eyes of gold.
You mean morphs?
Ah. So you do know of them. Where did you learn that name?
Well, a long time ago.
Bishop, I must ask you. Do you think these morphs have souls?
Souls?
Yes, I'm dreadfully curious to know.
Weren't you on the Dread Isle constantly? You literally have to be... First off, Canos is recruited before you get to the Dread Isle, and secondly, you literally have to be on Dread Isle to recruit Renault, and Renault is recruited on the Dread Isle. It's just silly. I mean, I think it makes sense, because, like, Renault has spent a lot more time there, so it makes sense.
I think he was just trying to approach the subject.
Okay, did you say this already? I missed.
Yeah. Yes, I am dreadfully curious to know. The Eleminians say that all creatures possess souls. All those created by the gods, that is. But what of those created by man?
That's a conundrum.
And these manufactured beings, do they dream?
Do generated morphs dream of lightning tone,
Or-
thunder tone sheep?
I was more thinking of artificial, artificial golems.
That's true.
Do they think and suffer as we do? Or must their emotions be crafted by another? Nothing to say on this after the sports room.
Well, that I do not know. Interesting.
So before you start, wasn't Sonia a morph?
Sonia wasn't like this. I thought you meant so sensitive.
No, Sonia was a morph, right? And she perfectly like acted like a person. Or is that because she was based off another person that Nurgle killed?
I have no clue about that. The only morphs that are based off of people who killed that I know of are the bosses you fight in the first part of the final chapter. The Four Fangs and Laos and such. Like Uhai. Like Lloyd and Linus, Uhai, Germ, Ursula, the one.
They don't have much to say besides face attrition.
Yeah. But Sonia definitely had emotions. Stella very specifically did not. Nor did Ephido really, or Barry, whatever his name was. The guy who just repeats the message. I think I remember Kashuna was specifically mentioned as the first morph that Nurgle created with emotions.
I guess technically he can just. I guess he can create them to have a will of their own that grows as they develop. But I guess some he could just choose not to put a thing in there.
He could, yeah. I think and he certainly chose that for them. Stella, she doesn't have emotions. She is like, she's even like kind of confused as she goes. They die something. But still extremely interesting.
So this keeps going. Do you know that the word morph appears even in a few ancient texts? Brought to life by man, craft to resemble him. I mean, Nurgle is centuries old. I never thought any of us would actually have seen one. Or no. Oh no. Where did you first learn of these morphs? Are they mentioned in the Elamine scripture?
A long time ago. Enough. I don't want to talk about this.
Oh well, that is truly unfortunate. You see, we so little of Nurgle. For example, did he begin creating morphs? After his falling out with the Archsage Athos? Did he feel alone in the world? Did he need the company of someone who could understand him? Was he forced to create such a being?
Not exactly.
Oh?
He has no care for his creations. He merely brought them into this world to serve him. His only interest is himself. Those things that he discards lose their way, wander. And he cares not. Morphs are the mere fact of existence. Once meaning has been stripped away.
No? How do you know so much? Nurgle began creating morphs centuries ago. Even Athos knows so little. So, how could you?
I don't know. My own past is mystery.
Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Renaud. Wait for me. I must ask you something.
What is it?
Now I ask you this only for the sake of knowledge. Knowledge is the reason for my journey. I understand there are some things you would rather others did not know. So please do not answer if you do not wish to.
As you wish.
Please tell me. The morphs Nurgles have created. How could you know about beings that are centuries old?
Know so much.
Know so much about beings that are centuries old. I will give you an answer I suspect may be true. You know, because you were there. Nergal was alone after he and Athos separated. The only ones around were his morphs. Perhaps then you are...
What?
I never thought one should stay back from knowledge.
Back away.
Back... I have never thought one should back away from knowledge. But I hesitate to ask.
That's so. And I will ask you a question.
Yes?
You asked me before whether or not morphs had a soul. What do you think?
Before, I would have said that I do not know. But perhaps I do. Morphs do have souls. That is what I believe.
That is not a bad answer. Your reply deserves another good answer. When Nergal first created his morphs, he was not alone. He had one assistant. A mercenary who wanted desperately to bring back a friend he had lost in battle. This mercenary volunteered freely for Nergal's experiments, knowing they would make him less than human.
Bishop Renault, are you saying?
This was a long, long time ago. Okay. Ooh,
So can we like
that's-
take a moment to digest that?
What?
So can we take a moment to like I just think on that? So basically Renault is centuries old. He was a mercenary that basically was around the time of Nergal starting his experiments as he basically became a pseudo-lich.
Yes.
And I guess was basically the template for the morphs?
I think he was maybe not the template, but he was certainly used in them. So
And he got elongated. His life got elongated, or I guess he's made semi-immortal?
he probably did get his lifespan extended, yeah. Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
Because it was over like 500 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which means he's like he might be over 600 years old.
Probably. He looks like him.
Maybe his lifespan's like short. Like his hair hasn't like gone dark yet, so like it hasn't like faded color yet. So it's like also I'm curious what other Knossos are because it also isn't Knossos like one of the only characters that actually would know about Nergal and like all of his stuff beforehand.
Well, he has this one with Nino. He has the one with Konoha that we just saw. He has one with Partridge, which is odd. And he has one with Pent, which makes sense. And Light, which is also confusing.
I feel like Nino's might actually go into like stuff he knows about the Black Fang.
Okay, Nino's got a lot.
Already did Jafar's. That was like I think like one of the happiest ones. That was the only like happy one for Jafar that wasn't just interesting.
I'm tempted to
I gotta do the rest of Knossos because I actually like we could do like the last one for Renault.
I kind of want to see Isadora. Well,
Sure.
Isadora's with Geats with Silver. So, not sure.
Well, maybe like more interesting Renault because Renault's like a more interesting, kind of more deep character. Pardon me. You are Alamine and Bishop, are you not?
Yes, I suppose.
How's it you came to join our company? I heard that you spent some time on the Dread Isle. Was it one of Elamine's missions?
Sort of. I guess.
Huh? I may not be the most pious of souls, but I am a believer in the teachings of Elamine. Is it honor to protect one of our bishops?
I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm worthy of being called a bishop. Long ago, I was a mercenary. I lived a bloody, thoughtless life, unconnected to the holy teachings.
Is that so? And what brought you to the light of Elamine?
I lost a friend, a man I could have called brother. Okay, so this is tying into the thing he said with Kanas. And with he brought it up in the Lucius support where he's like, after he lost his friend, he went on the bender. So, well, no, that couldn't be true because he lost a friend hundreds of years ago, and Lucius is not hundreds of years old. So I guess it must have been like him being upset again.
Maybe he knew it was a lapse. Maybe it was just like a thing where he just kind of prayed and then like. I think for the memories might just kind of blur together.
A man I could have called brother. But when he died, I knew nothing of prayers of forgiveness. words. You might have bashed another man's skull. So I cast aside my weapons and knelt for the first time. To mourn for a fallen friend. Interesting. I really like Renault. Renault, he's one of my favorites already.
I will say, like, it's a little iffy when I think about it, but I think it works if you think about being like, he didn't convert until like after he killed Lucius's father as like his final act of guilt.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Bishop, may I have a moment?
Hmm.
Will you hear my sins? It has been a very long time since my last confession.
Confession. I'm not so good at these priestly matters.
Please do this for me.
Very well. All I must do is listen. I do not lie.
Your Excellency, I was born as the youngest daughter of a country nobleman. I wanted to become a knight from my earliest childhood. So I spent many long, bitter hours in training. I hope to someday protect my country proudly. But there was one thing for which I was not prepared. To protect, one must do battles with one's enemies. To battle with one's enemies, one must strike those enemies.
Hmm.
I have taken many lives in battle before now. For justice, for peace, for my lord, and for my country. I have fought all this time as a brave knight.
And you regret this choice.
No, I think we fight for the right reasons. However, at times, I grow uneasy. I grow sorrowful for the lives cut short on the end of my blade.
Hmm.
Your Excellency, am I wrong for feeling this way? What should I do?
Hmm.
Bishop,
Forgive me. I am a fraud. I can offer you no solace. I'm interested.
oh god, he just feel really hard from that, damn.
I feel really bad. Are you alright?
Your Excellency?
You don't look well. We can't have you die here. Try thinking about your village.
I shall.
Huh. Isadora?
Yes, what is it?
Out earlier. I may be a poor preacher, but please, listen to me now.
Of course, what have you to tell me?
You asked me what you should do. If I could give you one direction, one step along the path, it would be to let yourself be lost.
Lost?
Forgiving your sins is a small task for a bishop, and if that were enough to save you, I would recite the words. But you suffer, and you seek answers.
Huh?
And that is the greatest pain of all, the pain of doubt. If I dispelled this doubt, I could free you from it. But then you would be nothing more than a puppet. Bills. Use your doubt. Use it to become something more. I think it makes you human.
Bishop Renal.
Whether you will ever find answers, I do not know. But you must live with your doubt. You can, and all of the joy and sorrow you experience truly belong to you.
Your Excellency.
I have lived this way since I found my son. Some are sustained by faith, but for me, there are no answers. That was good, I like that.
He said that from I feel like he said it from it's the deeply from the heart intro. I feel like Isadora should have said a bit more at the end.
I agree. I like Reynolds a lot.
It's like, whatever Canas is, honestly, because I kind of want to do more of Canas.
Okay, well there's Pen.
I never Vida or Nino, honestly, but like, let's see. I'm actually curious what his one of Nino is.
I'll be Nino. Oh, hello, Canas.
Hello, why aren't you little Nino, aren't you?
Yep, sure am. What are you reading?
Oh yes, it's Roland the Hero.
Whew.
Well, Roland was a hero who fought dragons a long time ago. About 1,000 years ago.
Sounds fun. I'd like to read it too.
You would? Nino? I'm so glad to have you in this army.
Huh?
You see, books take us to fascinating new places. I really do think you and I will be fast friends. Here, I would like you to have this book. Please, take any of these you would like.
Look, I'm sorry. I can't actually... I don't know how to read. Nobody ever taught me letters.
Oh, I see.
Oof.
Well then, why don't I teach you?
Oh, is this gonna be as cute as Lisa Thea and Cyril? That would be great. I don't know if
You have to tell me how one goes a bit, actually.
Sorry?
You have to tell me how Lysithea and Cyril goes, actually.
She basically it starts with basically most of it consists of like Lysithea teaching Cyril how to read and write.
That's cute.
And the final support is him writing her essentially a love letter. Well, it's not really a love letter. It's him, you know.
It's a letter of thanks.
It's saying thank you, but it comes off as that. She like it's super blushy. It's cute.
It's a lot of feelings, yeah.
It's cute.
That's great. That's so great, actually.
Their ending is one of the. It's unfortunately it's one of the endings where Lysithea
dies
dies.
to comes. Yeah.
But you know it's one of the happier ones of those.
I think it's unfortunate that like she could only get it's weird that even though I feel like it because she's still on good terms, everyone that was like used to find the war with her, that they would still fucking help her with her seals unless
they do help her, they just can't, you know, save her.
I guess it's only if she's married she's enough time to get ahead of it, like to be treated ahead of time.
I never learned to read. Kid Icarus Upward. Yeah, that's something else that says in Smash.
And why don't I teach you?
I think you're right about that.
I know, just keep going back to it.
Really? But won't it interrupt your studying?
Of course not. You see, teaching illuminates the minds of both master and student. I will teach you everything I can.
Yay! That's cute.
Okay, I adore Kanos now. I love this man. This is a weird place to have tutoring.
Kanos!
Ah, Nino, you certainly look well today. How was the book I lent you?
Oh, it was great! I really am starting to like these tomes. Now I can even write the word fire.
Ah, animal magic is quite wonderful, quite wondrous. Its polished magic system and refined theory are quite elegant.
Oh yeah?
My wife and I are magic users like yourself.
And my mom is Nime. And my son's gonna be Hugh, who, until he levels up, is going to have busted stats because of stat overflow if you pay the minimum amount for him. And it's glorious for one turn.
I think, isn't he great if you actually pay him the full amount?
If you pay him the full amount, he's actually really good. The problem is, I already had a really good load in the land, so I didn't need another, like, mage like that. But the thing is, if you pay him... Go ahead.
I was curious who Kanos's wife is, because I was curious what
I don't think she's ever mentioned, but
that's meant. She's probably also probably a druid too.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is that so what I mean is that if you how he works is you go to him and he asks you to pay him, and if you pay him the maximum amount, he's pretty good. If you pay him, you can pay him less and less, and then when you get to the minimum amount, which I think is like 200 or something, I think like 500 or something, probably more, probably like 1,000.
It's kind of rubbish.
He's not great, but the problem is the way that the stat is calculated in the Binding Blade means that if you pay the minimum amount, it actually underflows, so he has maxed magic and maxed speed. It only lasts until he levels up, unfortunately. But if it does mean that he has 30, I think it doesn't even max, it just underflows to 30 in both stats. And he suddenly becomes the best mage in the game for, 20 minutes. Anyways, oh yes, you already said that.
When I look at one of my wife's tones, it truly lightens my heart. Anima is the magic of nature.
I think his wife is an anima magic user, not dark magic.
Yeah, she's probably she's probably like a lightning mage or something.
I also remember Hugh and Nime's support in the Binding Blade is about it starts out with her being like upset because Hugh is not a dark magic user, he's an anima magic user, and then he's like, well, I got it from my mom, so I think that's what they're referencing here.
Yeah. Or Kanos was a good dad.
Yeah.
This communion of the spirit of all things unleashes heart. If anything, this kind of shows he would probably be a good dad, honestly.
I mean, he's probably. I mean, yeah, no. Except, you know what happens to him. He gets fridged because continuity error.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what. It's something has to happen to him, even though I feel like Nime would refuse to let her son die.
Did you read that?
And all things unleashes the heart. Magic makes us feel. The other magic that I use requires great strength to master its forces.
Yeah, I think I understand. Sometimes you look a little scary when you use magic.
When I show my son the dark tomes, he just becomes frightened and cries.
Nah, he didn't take to that.
Perhaps our lineage of dark mages will end with me.
Ancient lineage.
Perhaps our ancient lineage of dark mages will end with me. My mother has tried all sorts of hexes to prepare the child. But nothing works.
Gee, maybe it's not working because you're hexing him.
Well, a hex is the hex is just a supernatural ability a witch can use without having to expend herself.
Is that so? And how old is he?
He'll be 2 this year.
What? He's not even 2 years old. What were you thinking? I'm 14 and I still can't read.
Oh, maybe you're right. I guess my mother did pressure me a bit much as a child.
Yeah, no, Nime is not a great mom.
He tries, but yeah. But my brothers and I were all raised that way. And we seem to have turned out well. I wonder how many brothers she has. Heck, how many children does Nime have?
Probably a lot. He was quite the looker, as you know. I think she was
Yeah,
deeply involved with Yoder, although I don't think Yoder is Kanas's dad. Yoder.
No, he probably has a bunch of half-brothers, though.
You've got to be kidding. Tell her to stop right away.
Oh, right, but I still am. But since I am still on a quest for knowledge, I can't just return home now.
Kanas!
Yes.
You shouldn't waste your time wandering when your son is at home waiting for you. He needs you.
Oh, I feel so ashamed.
Alright, interesting.
I refer to the A1. Does that mean? Well, I forget the name of his son already.
Sorry?
The name of Kanas's son.
Kanas's son is named Hugh.
He was around 22, I guess, then?
Yeah, I think he's probably around 22 and by name. Kanas, let me introduce my family. Just open this pendant here.
Alright, now, who's this?
That's my mother and father. I'm in the middle. The ones on the side are my twin brothers.
What a lovely family.
Yeah, and their names are printed there. See? Printed? You guys have a printing press?
It's like marked.
Okay, yeah.
They're like engraved.
Engraved, yeah, you're right. My father's name is Juge. Juge? Jude?
I think it's like Hugh. Like
Hugh.
Jew.
Hugh. And my mother's name is Iris. And that's my brother, Kai. Thanks to you, I know their names now. Oh, that's depressing. She had their dependent the whole time, but she didn't know their names.
Also, she had the multiple brothers, so what's the name of her other brother?
I don't know.
This is good. But this Iris, how interesting.
How so?
My wife had a sister named Iris. Oh my god, she's your uncle. Unfortunately, I heard that she had died.
Really? Well, you don't suppose.
Perhaps you might be our niece. He just immediately goes there.
So my mom's sister, does that make you my uncle?
Well, it's not an uncommon name, but... Well, perhaps.
Well, given that Nino is very heavily implied to be the mother of Lou and Ray in Binding Blade, that would mean
they're
that
cousins, actually. Yeah.
They would be, they would be the great nephews of Kanas.
And means of the great nephews of Neem.
Nina, yes. So I think the implication is that Kanas is worried that my bloodline. Kanas, the Dark Mage bloodline, the Dark Mage bloodline. His fears that that's gonna die out is
God damn it.
Yes, I'm sorry, Chris Redfield.
It's someone that's still not founded meme. Because I think it's literally based off a joke of like him doing a coded message about umbrellas doing like illegal shit in Europe.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, so His fears that the bloodline will die out seem to be unfounded, if that's the case.
But I think this is precious. It means Kanos gets to be. I guess he's not. I guess he gets to raise his niece now, which I guess means. But I mean, technically, I think now I want to even just think of like I guess Jafar now has an uncle-in-law. I guess at some point.
Maybe. It does. He still dies after the game, and Nino is dead.
Does he die?
Ray and Lou. He dies in a snowstorm, and Nino and Ray and Lou are found in an orphanage. So it doesn't seem good for Nino either.
I feel like that's really sad, but I don't feel like did he die quickly? Because it's like, I mean, it was last time like Hugh saw his dad.
I mean, I think he got home before he saw his dad. He died. Anyways.
It was. I mean, it could have been like in the last. Like, it could have been like the next 15 years later from now he died.
Yeah.
It would have been an interesting coincidence.
I don't think it's possible. I hope it is true, because Kanas, you are a really good person. You're warm and kind, like my real dad.
Oh, I would certainly be happy to have such a studious young girl like yourself as a niece. That would truly be grand.
That's cute. I like that. Alright, I will be Vita.
Alright.
Well, okay.
I'm just
Go ahead.
I'm actually just curious what Vitas are like.
Okay, well, let's go to her.
She's got a lot of them.
She's got a lot. I kind of want to see Heath, Harkin, Kanas, and Marinus. So let's start with Kanas.
I'm just curious what her Wallace one is, but yeah.
He dies in the epilogue from fighting Snowstorm incidents.
Fighting is nothing.
Kanas, Heath, Harkin. Hey, you! Oh, sorry. Hey, you!
Oh, hello there.
General Kanasobi, you are a Dark Mage one.
Yeah. Oh, hello there. I am called Kana.
Who asked you, Wormbait? And what are you doing reading in the heat of battle? Sorry, and what are you doing reading in the heat of battle?
Ah, yes.
Sorry, talking.
This is the Dragon Human War, an annotated chronicle. It's about the 1,000 years ago between humans and.
It's about the war 1,000 years ago.
So about the war 1,000 years ago between humans and.
I don't care what book you're reading. I want to know why you're even reading in the first place.
Oh, I see. Forgive me.
Sorry if my Vita voice is not great.
It's fine.
I can't believe we're fighting on the same side. Who's running this army? I hope they don't expect me to fight for both of us. Now get out of my way unless you want to get stepped on.
Ah, pardon me.
Interesting. You again? Guess my luck to have to share the battleground with a gnat like you.
It has been a while.
Are you still wasting your time studying that ridiculous battle? You never give up, do you?
No, I never do stop studying. Knowledge is its own reward, Vita. By the way, this is dark.
I didn't ask you, troll.
Ah, forgive me.
Why do I have to be paired with a useless wastrel like you? It's infuriating, give me that.
Hey, that's a very rare book, and it's mine.
Okay, Vita, if you do this, you're gonna become my least favorite character very quickly. Unreal. Tasty, tasty. Eat it up.
No, please don't. Oh.
Vita, I suddenly like you a lot less.
Why does he have to dower as it was so appetizing?
Vita...
Wait, you fucking fed it to her withering.
Also, her Warren's name is Unreal.
Yeah.
Hey, you! I thought I taught you a lesson, and here you are reading again.
Hello, Vita. I'm indeed reading. This is.
I didn't ask.
Ah, well, excuse me. I thought I'd bring a book today that you might find interesting. It's about wyvern-mounted combat.
Wyverns?
Yes. Do you know of them? They are rather mysterious creatures.
My dude, she's literally riding a wyvern right now.
She's probably raised that one for since it was a child. According to this book, they are white and normally appear in lakes. It says that they cry scraw from time to time.
Pretty sure that's a goose. Or a swan.
Just once, I sure would like to see the real one.
Are you stupid?
But was my description inaccurate?
You scholars are all bumbling fools. Give me that used book. Umbreon, here's some more light reading.
Oh dear, not again. And he finds that one positively irresistible, doesn't he?
Alright, I was not a fan of that.
Oh, it feels like that could have been like one segment extended into like a time sequence. Like if that was a 3 houses sequence, wouldn't that just feel like one that just has like where it just shows multiple scenarios in one bit?
Yeah. Anyways,
It's like that one's just I don't know.
it's just
I don't. It's just kind of hard. It's just kind of cruel-hearted.
she's just basically. Anyways, Vida Heath. I will be Vida.
All right, Commander. Commander Vida.
Heath, you still live? Well, I guess you always were a lucky one.
Yes, he was. Yes, Commander. We fled to Lissy as you instructed.
God, I'm remembering how you survived.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. Did you read that? I forgot.
Yes, Commander. I did. Yeah. Hey, Commander. That scar.
What? This? It's nothing.
Forgive me, Commander. Have I known that you would trade such a wound for our escape?
Stop your whining, soldier. I received this scar because I was weak. And I was lucky it was to my face. Had it been my arm, I wouldn't be able to fight now.
Commander.
Enough chit-chat. Now we fly.
I feel like Vida's coming to mind that you're talking to her on the battlefield.
Yeah, that's true. But I agree. This won't do, Heath.
Commander?
When did all of the venom go out of your fighting? I've taught you since you were in swaddling clothes. Worried about surviving, you could worry about it after you're dead.
Perhaps this army has softened me a little bit. I certainly never thought of my own life under your command.
Now that you mention it, what happened to the others? What happened to Vida's raiders?
We escaped from Byrne, Isaac, Luckius, Bellamande.
Oh,
Or Bellanade.
Belmanade.
Belmanade?
Belmanade.
Belmanade. They all...
I see. All gone, eh? That is too bad.
Yes. Commander, but what happened to Byrne now?
Nothing for 20 years, and then it's gonna get real bad.
Honestly,
Like 15.
technically they actually get very powerful, actually, but yeah.
I don't mean to get real bad for everyone else, so that's it.
Honestly, I've noticed Vida feels like she was actually a crucial part of why I'm forgetting his name, the prince. Why Zephyr probably was kind of an expansionist ruler in his mind. I feel like Vida just, I don't know, supported him through the whole endeavor. Wyvern are now different from the regular troops in Byrne. At this rate, Byrne will eventually...
We don't know that yet. Prince Septiel is still in Byrne. If he gains power, then Byrne may yet be reborn. Oof.
But yeah, she's a hardcore supporter, even to the to like
she's a Byrne nationalist. Okay. Once again, Byrne the strong.
Yeah, she like her heart is made of dragon fire in like the bad kind of way.
What will happen to Byrne? Find out in FP6. Yeah.
Commander, are you still unhurt?
If only that game was actually ever officially localized or released on something.
Commander, are you still unhurt?
Idiot! How many times do I have to tell you? These enemies are like bugs before Umbreon and me.
You haven't changed, have you? You are still as strong and as beautiful as when we first met.
Heath, what will you do after this? Is there somewhere you will go if you survive?
As it turns out, I can never be a Knight of Burn nor a mercenary. I do not know. Commander, what will you do?
I will go to see the prince. We were saved by this bunch, but the kingdom is not likely to give up. We have to protect the prince. If there is no other way, I will go alone.
It is too dangerous. Powerful you may be to go alone.
Yes, I will probably die. Is that what you meant to say? But Prince Sephiel's life is worth the price. And so I will return to Bern, no matter what it takes.
Then take me with you.
What are you saying? I'm going there to die.
If that is to be my end, I do not care. I am your soldier, Commander. Where you go, so go I.
Heath, you're stupider than the wyvern feed. See if I care what happens to you. Interesting.
I like that for Heath because I feel like it shows it's like I could see that of like because I feel like Vida becomes part of Zephiel's honor guard till she probably gets killed in battle.
Anyways, I don't dislike Vida, although the Canas support was just our being.
I think it's just because she's unable to like not be. I don't think she's. I think it's kind of more shows that she's just unable to like appreciate things that aren't the heat of battle or just the brutality of Bern.
Yeah.
Which just means she's a broken which means she's kind of just a hardened person, but she's hardened too much.
I get that. I think I was Harkin last time, but since I'm Vida, you can be Harkin if you want.
Sure.
Eh?
I honestly, I'm about to go take a break, but sure.
Oh, sorry. Well, maybe after the Harkin. Well, we wanted to do Harkin and Relentless, right? And then maybe you want to take a break?
Oh, I meant like you could just say both, but that's fair.
No. Do you want?
Go on.
I can do both if you want.
Yeah, I just want to. I need to go take water to fill my water back up.
That crest on your armor. Are you a knight? A black riding wyvern on a crimson shield. You must be Lady Vida. I've heard of you from Lord Eliwood. I am Harkin, a knight of Foray. I am at your service. Eh? What are you saying? Do you walk in your sleep? We are enemies. Or are you an idiot? Enemies? You seem uninformed, so let me tell you. I fought with your rabble here once before. What? Didn't manage to kill that brat Eliwood then. How about it, Fair Knight? Why not leave Eliwood and join me? You could make sure I don't kill him, eh? You... Eh? What's that? Wanna fight? No. My Lord Eliwood has welcomed you to his side, has he not? If that is so, then we are allies. What's this my lord business? I care for it not one bit.
Sorry about that, but also, Vida's very interesting as like she just. It feels like she's partially being written as someone that just isn't capable of being soft anymore, but she's all or the fact. No, I think it is. She's a Bern nationalist to such a core, but they also I feel like she's a reminder to tell you Bern is also kind of evil at its core. Maybe better say it's like Bern is merciless.
We meet again. You disappoint me by your persistent refusal to drop dead. You again. I saw you fight. Those are some fancy moves. Is that how you plan on living through the coming battle? I am a knight of Foray. I fight in a way befitting my station. Are you not a proud knight of Bern? Ha! There, you're wrong. I'm no longer a knight. What does that mean? I disobeyed the king's orders. Everyone in my troop was stripped of rank, stripped of country. Well, I'm tired of running. I plan to return home and find like souls. We'll sell ourselves to the highest bidder, do any job. Oh, she becomes a mercenary. Merry band of vagrants and vandals. You disobeyed orders? Why would you do something like that? I don't recall owing you any explanations. Just keep your distance. I've no desire to be friends with a tail-wagging knight eager for a bone from his master. And watch your tone when you speak with me in the future. Okay?
So, Vida is just... She's just a savage person.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch.
She's kind of a scary person, honestly.
Sorry, 1 second. Lady Vida. You again? Do you never learn? How many times must I tell you I've no interest? I once belonged to the Black Fang. What? What did you say? In order to avenge Lord Elbert and my companions, I would sneak into the enemy camp alone. It was then, once, I saw you there. It was outside the base. You were talking to their leader's wife, Sonia. I remember you well, a young, earnest river knight talking to that cold-eyed woman. You were watching? You have strange tastes. I trusted you found great comedy in our exchange. Me being reprimanded by that woman? No, on the contrary. I was envious of you. Eh? How is that? You were using Nurgle to help you return to the Royal Wyvern, willing to use any means necessary to return to your master. At the time, I had lost my master and my will to live. Seeing your focus of mind, it was impressive. Yet, I do not understand. How could you betray a lord to whom you were so faithful? Leave me be. I swore fealty to any king, not I. The lord to whom I swore was not that plain man grasping at the coattails of power, but a man born with the presence and the manner of a king. Should that man take the throne, a change of fortune will surely come to Bern. You speak of Prince Ephraim. That name is not to be spoken of so lightly by a knight of foray. Now I understand. It is good that we were able to talk. Ida, we are both knights of the same heart. Together in this army, we are compatriots. I believe this, no matter how you feel about it. I care for him not one bit. Really, not one bit. Keep telling himself that.
Honestly, I'm noticing Vida probably likes... I've been a person who kind of likes people that are willing to stand up to her. I feel like because he's probably not going to take her shit.
Alright, so, Wallace was voiced by Emmett last time. Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
Sure.
I'm happy to do it.
Go ahead, then.
So, you were the one they called Vida. Huh? Who are you? I'm glad you asked. I am Wallace of the Kalen Knights. Kalen? Where is that? Ignorant woman. Clean out your ears and listen closely. Kalen, the home of our Lord Housen, is a vital territory in the Lycian alliance of noble houses. Ah, that pathetic gaggle of weeping trees. And what does Sir Scrub Knight want with me? Oof, ouch, nice.
Wow. She's trying to pick a fight.
What insolence! I don't know how strong you Knights of Bern are, but Wallace cannot keep silent in the face of such insults. How interesting. Well, I am ready. Shall we fight here? I am a disciplined Knight of Kalen. We are not so unruly as to forget our duty for a personal vendetta, no matter how worthy. What? Are you chicken? No Knight of Kalen runs from danger. I show my bravery in battle with the enemy, not with our allies. Listen, wench, perhaps you would like to show me your prowess in the same way. Unless you are afraid, I will show you. Sounds like fun, I guess. I was getting pretty bored here anyhow. Let's see a good show today, Knight.
I'm noticing. I think she just has violence as a hobby.
There you are, you bald old fossil. Still smarting from our competition? Bald old fossil, you spitting cobra. Are you trying to make me share in your bitterness of being so soundly defeated the other day? Spitting cobra? I rather like that. The victory was mine. So now which one of us is bitter? You talk madness, woman. By what reckoning do you believe I lost to your pathetic display? Surely we're not talking about the same battle. That was perfection unleashed. Those lens thrusts were blindingly fast, intoxicating in their sublime form. Wishful thinking, Teapot. You were no prize on the battlefield. I saw you poke each unit one by one with your little needle.
Oh, they were doing
It
okay.
took
That's
ages.
they weren't sparring. They were just doing like a kill count competition.
Yeah. Well, all I saw was a big lump of gray flesh flitting about in the sky and belching on occasion. And your wyvern wasn't much better. Oof.
Damn.
Well, obviously, since we have not settled our score after all. Maybe not. Perhaps we need an impartial judge. Someone with an eye for battle. Perhaps, yes, my liege, Lady Lindis.
Honestly, Linda's probably not a bad idea.
That's probably not. Don't talk out of your rear, Wallace. She's far from impartial when it comes to her shiny little teapot. And who would you pick? One of the other two ones. Wait, the blue-haired husky one's a knight like you. The armor may have rusted his brain. I guess that leaves them morose. Is he the fairest judge we can find? Oh, I have no objections.
I think Marcus could have been one.
Marcus will, yeah. Great. I can't wait to run a few enemies through with my lance and show you what a fool you are. Now let's get Elliewood and settle this once and for all. I can't wait. Hope our Wallace is
Wallace is like a knightly superhero, as in like a dude just like, I will be the best forever.
Yes. This won't do it all. Look at you and I received the same score.
Damn it, numbers
the
is
same thing. How could Lord Elliewood not have noticed the quality of my fighting? Infuriating. Lord Elliewood did say that it was difficult to determine the victor in such a short battle. Perhaps if we both fought longer, we would have a better idea. Don't be a simpleton, platter-chest. The kid just said that to spare the feelings of the obvious loser. That's why I didn't want to ask him in the first place. Oh, weren't you the one who said we should have him judge us in the first place? Shut up, don't bother me with details. Yet still, like you said, seeing each other fight up close changes one's perspective, doesn't it? I get a good look, you actually do have some skill with that thing. I take back those things I said about you being a hick knight for a weak country. Yes, as you should. And, well, I guess your fighting doesn't leave too much to be desired, either. But this is far from over. The Wyvern Riders have burned sit atop the heap of all other forces on the continent. You will see our power soon. Yes, and in 20 years somebody called Melody will come and completely crush you. I'm sorry.
I mean, she was also a Knight of Burn. She was one of the strongest people of that age.
Yes, you will see our power soon. I do believe that is my line. By the honorable name of Kalen, we will never fail. You'll taste the power of our knights like cold steel in your mouth.
Did he die of illness or just age?
Just age. He's not old, but he's already mid-age.
I mean, he's like in his 40s, isn't he?
Something like that.
He'll be in his 60s by that time, so just probably, yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to be Merlin?
Gets another peaceful day in the life of a transporter.
Are you Merlinus? Why are you screaming, little man? I am your ally, not your foe. You do understand that, don't you?
Of course, Dame Vida. What business do you have with me?
I am your guard today, and I may see you more often in the future as well.
What?
Well, don't you look excited? I'm glad to see it. I'm glad of it myself. You make good bait to draw the enemy near. I don't know how well it will work, but it seems like a good ploy to try.
This is terrifying. These burn shows love fighting more than eating. Friends like these who needs enemies. Oh.
Okay.
I mean, Vita is just kind of bloodthirsty.
Yeah, she is.
God damn it, dude.
Oh, yes. Merlinus!
Yes? I'm here. What is it?
The enemies aren't coming.
Huh?
Well, there are a few small fry, but I seek bigger game. I would like a general.
Yes, but... I'm not sure what I can. Dame Vita. Perhaps it would be a good time to understand the joy of peace.
With the destroyed village in the background. I know
Yeah.
that the backgrounds are randomly chosen, but still, it's fun. Anyways. You boil my blood, merchant. I don't care who it's in. I just need someone for lance practice.
Ah! Perhaps I saw the shadow of the enemy and that broken building over there.
Really?
Yes, and it was a powerful looking unit. Perhaps like a shaman, or perhaps like a druid or a Valkyrie.
Okay, well, she wouldn't want to fight one, but they were like,
I mean, she'd probably still want to stab one.
Yes. Good eye, Merlinus. Leave him to me.
Ah, finally.
Merlinus. You were telling the truth just now, weren't you? Because you should know I'm highly agitated right now. If you were lying to me...
Look at the hello, Hector. See, it's a demon. How could you have allied us with her? Oh. I think Merlin is like pissing his fucking pants.
Merlinus.
Dame Vita. Why don't you try one of these?
What is this?
It is a roasted dumpling. I do hope you find it palatable.
Roasted dumpling? That is food for children. Ah, very well. Give it here. Go ahead.
And sorry, it was like around there. How is the flavor, milady?
Merlinus.
Yes?
I have never tasted anything like this.
Please forgive me. Just spare my life.
It's delicious. It is truly a wonderful flavor. Silly man, you are a genius.
Alright.
I'll be back. And next time, you will have many more of these.
Yes, of course. Well. She may be mostly demon, but at least she's a little bit woman. Few ladies resist my dumplings. I hope this has secured my safety.
Merlinus!
Yes?
Thanks for the pastry. Take this.
What is this?
That's a meatball from my pack. Try it with your wine.
My, this does look tasty. Now let's see. What is this flavor? What kind of meat is this?
Don't know.
You don't know?
I must be off. Now, eat up. If you leave any unfinished, I'll take your head off.
Ah! Dame Vita! Wait! Just tell me what kind of meat this is! Dame Vita!
Oh, it's fun. I like that.
It just shows Vita is just like kind of a brutal no-nonsense person in like the oddest ways.
Wow, and Hawkeye has 3. I saw the sea with Hawkeye in the end, I think, so...
Ooh.
Let me just check. Okay, yeah, I have seen this. Okay, I'll be Ninian if you want. Oh wait, no, why was Hawkeye over there?
I mean, you can do double duty if you feel like you want to, because this isn't that long.
Lord Hawkeye, you live in Nevada, don't you? Oh, hey, it's the thing that Kyle shows up again in two houses. Well, Navatea, but same thing.
I think it's inspired. Does it call back?
Yes. Yes. Deep within the dunes, behind the desert wind, there lies our home. Village of Dragons. Village Dragons? Our village is protected by Athos, which is also called Utopia, nowhere. Humans and dragons live together in peace. Humans and dragons? Is that true? Does such a place really exist? It does. I traveled with Mills for a long time, but I have never heard of it. Never heard of it. The Village of Dragons exists. There are humans there, and dragons. There is no fighting. What a wonderful place it must be. Dragons living with people? I have dreamed of it. Lord Hawkeye. May I ask you something? Well, I know. You need say nothing. I have heard it from my master. From Lord Athos? Listen, my master said this to me. Humans and dragons fight and fear one another. This has not changed for 1,000 years. Most humans now have never seen the dragon. Fear still remains, carried down over time. Yes, but humans can change. Humans live only a short time, but they can learn and feel much in that time, so they can change. Humans and dragons can understand one another. The day they will understand each other will come. I believe the master when he said so. Yes, I believe it too. It's nice.
That's precious.
We're gonna do an idiot, and it's just your competition.
Go ahead.
Might be done soon. My throat's starting to hurt.
Mine's getting a bit tired too.
Whoa.
The bellow.
Listen, it is Hawkeye's signal. It soon begins. Ooh. I wonder how many men lost their lives after hearing the yell of this brute. Those who call him the Mad Beast Warrior were fairly accurate. Well, that was a very short movie. So, I wonder what forces Nergal has mustered. It chills me to the bone to think of it. I do not understand. What don't you understand? You people do not seek out battle, but when magic is involved, you become ravenous beasts. Why is that? Is that how we seem? Strange. Well, you are right. We do not seek out battle. Still, the concern over magic, it does drive people a bit mad. The greater the power of that evil, the more it sucks into its maw. Hawkeye, I am fine. I will not lose myself into that great dark force. I can't even learn dark magic. I believe you. The magic and knowledge have been the end of many men. It could not, and it could be the end of you or me. Okay, I got the one with Vita. I don't want to see the one with Priscilla. Let me see.
Honestly, I kind of want to see the Gauls ones, but maybe we can wait for Emmett next time.
Yeah, I liked his voice.
Or at least I liked his commentary when he edited it up.
I want to see Mark once.
Sure. I'm kind of fading actually. Let's make the last one then.
I want to see Marcus and Isidore. Is that okay?
Sure, I'll be here for it though.
I'll do both.
I'm sorry, I can't keep a voice right now.
No, it's Lord Marcus. Hearken, it is good to see you are well. I must apologize. I had not been myself. Say no more. There is nothing anyone can do about Lord Albert. Now we must look to the future. who will need your sword in the battles to come. You understand, Arkin? Yes, I understand, sir. I shall defend Lord Eliwood with my life. And I shall not make the same mistake again. Good. Now, let's be off, Arkin. Sir. Okay. I was wondering if Lord Eliwood knew. If he knew where I was and what I did before I came to serve Foray. He surely does not know the details. Yet, why would your past have anything to do with you now? You rode alone into the enemy camp and killed their general. Your skills at battle have done Foray great aid. Sir, the house you once served is no more. The Marquess that betrayed your loyalty and threw you out is dead. You are a knight of Foray. Lord Eliwood is a pure man. If he knew my past, he's still welcome. It is unlike you to say such foolish things, Arkham. Why do you think you stand here now? With whom do you swing your sword, if not for Lord Eliwood? I suppose. Lord Eliwood trusts you, and you must return that trust in kind. Understand, Arkin? Sir. Interesting. Lord Marcus. You seem better at ease, Arkin. In fact, you seem in downright good spirits. It is thanks to you, Lord Marcus. I am here, I am fighting for my lord. It is all I do, and it is good. Yes, I have seen much blood in my days, yet Lord Albert welcomed me as an honored knight. When I lost him, I lost myself. Lord Eliwood accepted me without question. Lord Marcus, I owe Foray a great debt. Once again, I have a lord who welcomes me to his side. Yes, now let's be off, Arthur. Let's show them what two knights of Foray can do. Sir, I like the thing on this, sir. I think you were Isadora, but I can be her if your voice is tired.
Arkin?
Isadora.
What have you been up to, Harkin? Tell me. For a month you did not return Foray. You sent no word. Where'd you go, forgetting your duties as a knight Foray?
I am sorry. It was all the fault of my recklessness. How will I be punished?
Punished? Or do you understand all what you have done? You what trouble your absence has caused Foray? Have you any idea? I was so worried.
Isadora, please do not cry. I cannot stand to see your beautiful face weep so. I have given you much reason to worry. Please, please forgive me.
No, I cannot forgive you. Not after worrying so much. Never.
I am sorry. Okay, only 2 more. We almost got this.
I'm fine right
Isadora,
now.
Please, wait, Isadora.
Tarkin.
I apologize for causing you grief. I will suffer as long as need to be to make this up to you. But tell me, now that I have returned, why do you still look so sad?
Tarkin. You truly a safe here? You won't leave me alone again?
Yes, of course, I promise.
Oh, do not say that.
Isadora? What is it, Isadora?
I'm scared. I don't want to remember. The day when you left Foray with Lord Albert, You might leave me again, you might disappear once more. I think that I'm so scared.
Isadora.
Please forgive me.
Okay.
Okay, is it weird that it feels like it feels like they used to be a thing? I get those vibes.
I get that too. Isadora,
Harkin.
you still cry. I am sorry. It is all my fault. Isadora, if you wish it, I will leave this army. It seems my very existence is a dark weight upon your heart.
No, you are not a weight. You are dear to me. That you left all I have thought of is you.
Isadora.
After you and Lord Albert left, it was though Foray died. I should have gone. I should have gone with you and Lord Albert. How many times I thought that as I cried. Dying would be better than living without you. So much better, I thought.
Isadora.
Hearken. Do you still remember? The words you said to me before you left?
Yes, how could I forget? I promised you that I would return unharmed. When I came back to Foray, we would be wed. Okay, yeah, they were a thing.
They were okay, they are a thing, okay.
Makes more sense.
I believed those words. I was filled with worry, but still I believed. And here we are. We met again.
Isadora, can you not give me one more chance? Once expedition is over, and we both return to Foray, let us have a grand ceremony. I will fulfill the promise I could not keep before.
Promise?
Yes, I shall never leave you behind again. We will always be together.
Hearken.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
Okay, so basically they were he was her fiance, I guess they put it.
Okay. You don't have to do the voice, but I am just gonna do it just so you all know.
Sure.
Lord Harkin. Hello, Lowen, was it? Yep, yes, I am Lowen. I have been training as a knight apprentice under Lord Marcus. Ah, look out, there, your pack is slipping. Oof, got it. Why carry so much baggage onto the battlefield? Looks heavy. Will you carry armor there? No, these are emergency rations. Can't fight on an empty stomach. Lord Harkin, might I interest you in a bite? No, I'm fine, thank you. So, you too have come from Foray as part of Lord Eliwood's guard? Yes, sir. I'm really only a page by rank, but there was word that the Knights of Foray were weakened. I beg your pardon. No worry, it is only the truth. I am sorry you had to be here to witness our impotence. Sorry. Lord Harkin. Eh? Lord Harkin. Ah, you again. Please let me fight by your side. You will learn from the best swordsman in the Foray Knights. You have nothing to learn from the likes of me. What are you saying? You are a fine knight, Lord Harkin. Hey, the finest! There you are wrong, Rowan. Hard to be called a knight now. That can't be right. I was unable to defend Lord Albert. Not worthy of my title. You are still young. No regrets. Alright? If you want to become a knight, do not follow my example. Lord Harkin, You are wrong. You are a knight. I know this to be true. What? I was born to peasants. My home was a small village far outside Foray. The village was little value far from the site of the castle. We were so poor there was hardly any value to be gained by protecting us from bandits. We all knew this, for certain. Still, he came. He came to protect us, his subjects. I will never forget that day, not as long as I live. He was a true knight. I wanted to become a knight to become like him. Okay, let's see how this resolves. Lord Harkin, thank you. I spent so much time training one as lowly as myself. You do me too great an honor. No, it is I who should thank you. It is as you said, Lord. I am a knight. I must be. Yet, in only a month after losing Lord Albert, I turned my eyes from duty. I spend my time blaming myself, lost in grief for my lord, lost in Belto. We do nothing to help Foray, now, when she needs me the most. My heart hadn't taken one step since then. Lord Albert would certainly chastise me. Lord Harkin, what I must do now is protect Lord Eliwood. I must do what I am able to do. You taught me that, Lowen. I thank you. My lord, let us be off. We must do that which we are able, that which is our duty. Yes. I almost forget. There's one last thing. Lowen. Sir. You've progressed well enough on your way to becoming a knight. Your posture, physique, all are top-notch. Thank you, sir. Therefore, I'd like to give you these ration bags. I'd like you to give those ration bags over to Marcus. What? But what am I to do when I hunger? A knight can do without food for a while. What? That's an order, Lowen. Now go. Yes, sir. Maybe he's got farther to go than I thought. Alright, I think with that we're gonna be done. We went through another good chunk today. I don't know when I'm streaming next. I might be tomorrow. If not,
I'm not doing anything tomorrow either, but that's spotty for what I'm doing, so. There's still, like, I think a few more here or there. I think there's the Galt and maybe, like, some more of Nino's stuff.
Legault. No, I think we did the Nino mode that we wanted to. Oh no, that's not true.
There's still, like, I feel like the Galts and, like, I want to kind of see. There's, like, maybe, like, one or two more I want to see. Maybe some of Merlinus. I kind of want to do most of the Galts, actually. We'll figure it out when we damn it around.
At least one for each character, even if it's not all.
Fair enough.
Alright, well with that, that's a good night everyone. Please wish me a very swift recovery from COVID because I have a lot of stuff I want to do this week that I'm currently not going to be able to do. Hi Red, we came in just as we had. But yes, please wish me a swift recovery from COVID because I hate this so much. It's not the worst possible time it could have been, but it's really damn close to the worst. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon.